All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Deontay Wilder shares, or somebody shares, a picture of Deontay Wilder's injury that he sustained against Tyson Fury, and suffice it to say that it is pretty grotesque. And that naked eye does not look like something that should be coming from a gloved hand. But let's talk, not just talk about that, but let's talk about people's response to all of the talk about Tyson Fury having uh, got into the ring and cheated Deontay Wilder severely in that fight. Let's talk about the responses that people, that reasonable, supposedly reasonable people have about this in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Deontay Wilder shares, or somebody in his team shares a picture of Deontay Wilder's head in the ring with Tyson Fury, and an indentation up here in this portion of the head of his head, right by where his eardrum he got hit, and originally where he got hurt and he lost his balance and couldn't recover. There's a cut in his ear, but there's also right above it what looks like just an indentation of his face, like his face was broken. Now, I had said on a video before, and people made a lot of comments about this, and I wanted to clarify something. When I said that I wasn't sure how you could break a bone with a gloved hand, obviously there have been plenty of scenarios where people have broken bones on people with a gloved hand. Jaws most specifically, orbital bones specifically, right? Jaw, a sharp punch against the jaw, people have broken people's jaws. They have hit them and fractured orbital bones. What I was talking about was the type of indentation that you see in this picture. Now, I should have, or I will have at a certain point, this picture up in this video. I'll do the editing I'll do the editing after, I record it. So you'll see the video. You'll actually see the photo in this video. So when you look at that photo, that's what I mean. I didn't mean a clear break, right? I meant somebody punching you and leaving a knuckle print in your head. Okay, so that is the injury that they are saying is consistent with a blunt object and not consistent with a gloved hand. Now, if you take that picture to a doctor, or in whatever Deontay Wilder's doctor actually told him, I can't speak for that. But that is the specific injury that they're referring to, and now you see it. Now you also see that not just the injury itself, you also see the photos of Tyson Fury being hitting Deontay Wilder with the glove, a hand that has almost no padding on it, right? From the hand, the right hand, which is what would land on the left side of his face. So you see flopping gloves. So just look at all of the strange things that take place in this fight, that people in positions of influence, whether it be the WBC or whether it be the Nevada State Athletic Commission or whether it be whoever it is. Now, I don't count these media clowns as being somebody of significance. What they are, they're the mouthpiece for the promoters. That's why you will notice that when these allegations were coming out, that none of these papers, none of these guys covered it. Ring Magazine didn't cover it. ESPN didn't cover it. World Boxing News didn't cover it. None of these guys covered it, right? None of them covered it. They only cover the response. They cover Tyson Fury spoke up about this and he denies it. Well, why didn't you ever speak about the original accusations? You can't tell me that they're on their face, that there's not an obvious reason why people would believe this. See, this is where this is what makes me believe that these people know perfectly well what's going on, because they act as if you're crazy to believe it. And you see with your own eyes knuckles in the glove. You can see with your own eyes a big indentation in the side of the guy's head. You can see for yourself that Tyson Fury's glove flops in the first fight, flops all the way to the side, and then dips back and down as he's throwing a punch, and it looks like you can see his knuckle in his hand. You can see the knuckle in the dude's palm. Of the palm of the glove, you see it. You see the knuckles completely exposed in another picture. And then you see this, and on top of that, you see the neck wrenching, the 12 times that he literally put him in a chokehold, yanked his head up, and then shoved him back up against ropes. You saw these things. You see these things. Now, but their justification is, oh, you're only saying that because you're a Deontay Wilder fan. But if you're not a Deontay, my question is, why aren't you saying something about this if you're not a Deontay Wilder fan? I wouldn't see Canelo Alvarez or somebody. I saw Vasily Lomachenko fighting somebody, and then all of a sudden you see an indentation in Vasily Lomachenko's head, and you see that Luke Campbell is in a picture hitting him with no padding on his gloves whatsoever. And Luke Campbell, not saying this is true about Luke Campbell, but Luke Campbell had also got into the ring with people with disconnected thumbs from their gloves. And Luke Campbell, you saw him on tape holding and hitting somebody else and knocking them out. Tyson Fury's track record speaks to this. His track record speaks to this. The videotape evidence in the fight points to it. The reason why people are saying so much about it is because there's so many things out there that make this obvious. It's obvious, but the only defense that these people are using is that we saw the gloves. JD's was in there and he saw the gloves. Okay, yeah, so what? If JD's was in there and saw the glove. So what? He didn't get it. He obviously didn't catch it because Deontay Wilder's sitting there with his face broken, and you see a picture with no padding on Fury's gloves. So obviously he didn't catch it. You're trying to tell me that because nobody caught him when he was walking in the ring, it was impossible that he actually got in the ring with it? That's just stupid. It's just stupid for you to point to the fact that somebody didn't catch him as a reason to act like it didn't happen. Dude, he did get caught. He just got caught on camera in front of millions of people on a videotape. He got caught by a photographer in midstream watching his knuckles magically appear in a glove. Dude, he's been caught. The only issue is whether or not you guys are going to actually try to do something, and whether you are actually going to go out of your way to try to make this be something that's right. And it's obvious that none of you people are interested in doing that, which makes you just a shady individual. It just makes you shady, low-down individuals. Because anybody with two eyes can see it. And you're literally asking people to ignore what they see with their eyes and believe that and to say what you see with your own eyes is not true, because it can't be true, because we checked as they came into the ring. Dude, then why would people, if that's the case, then why are all these people that are mad about judges scoring talking about bringing in instant replay into boxing? That is something that they're actually pitching, having people judge fights on monitors that aren't in the stadium, right? So that's video evidence that they're looking for. And then they not just want the video evidence, they also want people to be able to review fouls in slow motion. So if you are looking at film to see whether or not a blow was low, or you're looking at film, you have to look at film to determine whether or not Guillermo Rigondeaux landed a punch right after the bell or before the bell, and you keep backing up and rewinding the tape on it. Why is the tape good for that? Right? Because you didn't catch it in the ring, right? The naked eye didn't catch it in the ring, and there's disagreement about whether that was the case, and you want to make the deciding factor be videotape. Then why wouldn't you take videotape and photography efforts for loaded gloves? Dude, if you see a guy with a glove, and this is not what happened, punch a guy and say you hit somebody with a glove and the glove doesn't give at all, right? It doesn't get, just take it the other way. You see somebody land a punch and you should see the foam or the padding of the glove rather. You should see it come in a little bit, right? But say you don't see it and it's rock hard. And then all of a sudden, boom, you see somebody getting cut with every time they touch somebody. And somebody pointed to you and said, hold on, man, shouldn't that glove give? Well, no, it does. Yes, but we checked it. No, but it's not giving in this picture. You can see in a slow motion, it connects with his head, but that all you see is it's scrape and cut. You don't see any collapsing of the padding at all, right? You're gonna tell me, oh well, that's just it doesn't matter. They didn't catch it coming into the ring, so you're just making it up, dude. You all know what's going on, man, and straight up and down, shame on you. Straight up and down, shame on you. People shouldn't, who are making these videos, shouldn't have to get all this crap dropped on their head because they're seeing something in the ring and pointing it out to boxing officials, and the boxing officials want to turn a blind eye and act as if nobody's seeing exactly what they see. It's crazy. Anyway, it is what it is. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.